3, 2. So, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Kenn's Questions, coming to you live from Boulevard Subs. So, you can't really tell from the background that I'm in, and I actually noticed that I need to make sure that I'm just a little more centered. Okay, now I am. Now, this is Kenn's Questions. It's been a little while. I have not been available because y'all can see this shirt that I have on. It is, of course, Hits, Cuts, and Bruises. The now world famous Hits, Cuts, and Bruises. That's what we are, because we have a couple of subscribers from the UK. We have a couple of subscribers from Australia. So thank you, international viewers. Thank you for checking us out. But tonight I do have a very, very special guest who is joining me tonight live. And full disclosure, this is our second attempt at this. Our first one, man, that audio was fucked up. So we had to make sure that we did it again. Shout out to Sharon. Sharon was able to check it out. She did enjoy it, but she did also say that the volume was too low. So I know y'all can hear me now. Especially y'all with the headphones on. You can probably say, turn that shit down. But we are here now. We are live. Cici, you want to introduce yourself to the folks tonight?
Okay, I am Cici. I go by Cici on, anybody that grew up in the White House with me know by something else, but we ain't gonna go there. So, but I'm Cici. I'm getting into a little DJing. I have a 360. The company it's called Better Spins Productions. For the 360, we hold up to 7 people on the 360. And, his iPad ringing during my introduction. But, we're going to keep on pushing this thing on through, though. So, but I'm also an adjuster, and I take my state board to get my real estate license on the 31st. So.
And we're going to knock that out.
Yeah, man. Oh, God willing.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. We're going to speak into existence right now.
That's right. But if you want to book us, the 360 machine, the DJ, is 561-727-4048. 561-727-4048. Again, it holds up to 7 people. We have the portable portrait stand. We have a pretty good show, so y'all tune in and give us a call so we get some of that business, make some of that money.
You got that right. And of course, down in the description below, we will have that information for you guys who didn't hear it.
Yeah, Instagram is Better Spins Production. Facebook is Better Spins Production. So everything goes on there. Once you hook onto the link, everything is on there.
So also, before we leave, I'm gonna make sure that Hits, Cuts, and Bruises follow that page. And anything that y'all post, especially locally, we'll repost it. Okay. We do the same thing for Shed. Okay. So if Shed, he was talking about that secret, I guess a secret thing that's coming, which I'm not going to repeat.
Right. We can't get no details.
We can't give any details yet, but Boulevard Subs has an event coming up that's going to be wonderful for the community. We don't have details, but I promise y'all, as soon as we get it, it's going to be on His Cousin Bruises pages.
Shed need to make sure he get that 360 in that old.
Shed don't hear you.
I know. You need to make sure. Who, me? Not today.
No.
Not today. What today is?
We talking
today
business.
Friday. I only slick rap on Sunday. Only on Sunday. I only slick rap on Sunday. Today Friday. Wait to Sunday.
So Shed, we need that phone number for you. 561 for Boulevard Subs. 370-3514. Make sure y'all call, get your orders in on time.
Y'all need to get some of that. I don't know what that is up there, but it's good. And make a slushy for you.
So we had, where the bottle at? Oh, we don't have a bottle. So it is a cream based wine. Yeah. And he turned it into a milkshake for us. So you'll see Cici over there drinking it.
Milkshake.
Mine gone.
I know.
Mine gone.
But see, this is my second one. You see, you ain't had a second one. You only had one. this number 2 for me. Don't act like you just out drunk me.
So make sure y'all put in y'all orders for Boulevard Subs. I appreciate him allowing me to use his space. He's always for the community. He's always supported us, and that's why we support him. So the food good, y'all. On top of anything else, for real, everybody I brought here, no joke, no lie, they have told me the food is good. And it's one of those things where he's constantly changing the menu. I will be posting a new menu tonight, so y'all look for that, because he does have some additional items on there. So what, you had the honey fried chicken wings?
No, what did I have? I had with waffle.
With waffle.
Yeah.
So that's what that's what Cici had tonight.
It was saying something. I think Shed put his big toe in there.
He said the toenails.
That was for the drink.
Oh, that was
that was for the drink. Yeah, that was for the drink. He put it in there for the drink, not the food.
Not
it
the
was
food.
The toe. It was the toe for the food. The toenail for the drink. Come on now, get me together now.
And also, he is open 7 days a week. So any days y'all come and check the schedule, call your order in. Make sure y'all support. So also the audio. Last one we had, the audio was a little bit too much for people. We are in a public space, so hopefully our voices are the dominant ones this time. So we gonna see.
If not, we go round 3.
Hey, we good
till we get it right.
That's right. Now let's learn a little bit more about Cici that I got across the table for me.
Well, let's get it then.
Okay. So you with this DJ thing, okay? This is still a new venture for you, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
What made you really and truly want to get into something like that?
I like challenges. So I always like to do stuff people that they tell me I can't do or I never will succeed at it, just like the job I'm in right now. I just like to do stuff people tell me that I can't do or I won't succeed at it. So I like to, push the envelope, so to speak.
Yeah.
So when I spoke to Timo, which is Timo DJ, shout out to Timo DJ, because he's the one that's mentoring me and showing me the ropes and stuff. So shout out to DJ Timo.
Of his Cousin Bruises, just letting y'all know. But go ahead.
Excuse me. No, but he's the one that has taken me under his wing, and because I was shot away by so many different DJs that I went to and asked, and he was the only one that said, hey, nah, I ain't got no problem doing that. I teach you, I show you. Told me what board to get, how to start. I gave me music. He gave me, he the real deal. But yeah, it was, and when he told me there's not a lot of females out here doing this, that made me want it more. So that's why I got into it.
That's what I'm talking about. And you went to the best, the very best.
Yeah,
so
he's very patient too.
I'm a little biased, because I have known him basically all of his life. But I like nepotism, whether it's in the form of friends or family.
Yeah.
You got to support and you got to help those that help you.
Mm-hmm.
So, kind of flashback, Timo DJ'd my wedding in 1999. So that's that's how far back.
I was just getting out of high school in 98. Just getting out of high school in 98. Shit.
So you trying to say I'm old? That what you trying to say?
No, I ain't said that. You said it. I was just saying. You said 99. You getting married in 99.
I played football with Moses.
I just walked across the stage in 98. Shit. Think about no marriage. But okay. No, go off. 99.
Yeah, just a little while ago, Shout out to my ex-wife, still, that's my dog.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And of course, my son was the one that was calling me. Remember I said, hey, I need to go ahead and make sure that my son know I'm shooting the show?
No, you didn't do that.
I didn't do that. I said it.
That's bad business.
I said it.
That's all a part of getting old, get forgetful, mind just leave you, just leave, just going off and wander off somewhere. Your mind be like.
I literally said it and didn't do it.
They're like that post you were supposed to post 3 times.
3 times and I still didn't do it.
That's part of, getting married in 99, You get married in 99. That's part of it, But it comes and go. I know sometimes as you get old, they come and go.
Now I got one more question about DJing. there's like third party apps. I got one on my phone called, I think, DJ. I don't know, it's DJ something, but it got 2 little turntables on it.
I got it on my phone.
And okay, so with you having that application,
No, don't help me at all. No, don't help me at all.
did that app hinder you or help you?
No, I just actually, I just recently downloaded it. But it's really not as effective as the actual controller.
Okay.
I mean, so because it's like the controller, you maneuvering and you moving things. On the tablet, you just like pushing buttons.
Right.
You know, on there you like maneuvering and moving around, and so it's a different effect. I don't like it. So I downloaded it because I seen the 2 turntables. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
so instead of me pulling out this big old heavy board, let me see if I can, practice on here. But it's a different effect. So it don't give you the same effect at the end of the day.
Well, I guess that's some feedback that they need to hear.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if they need to hear it from me. I'm just starting out. I'm just
matter.
saying.
Because
it's not something I would practice on.
Because that's why I asked. Because of course we kind of in this pseudo social media / reality world.
Yeah.
Like does something like that help or does it? That's why I know. Does it?
It didn't help me. Other people, everybody's different. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it didn't help me. I'm a hands-on learner, and that is hands-on. But as far as like the maneuvering of the buttons and the moving them back and forth, it's just a whole different feel.
So Shed over there cooking, he get me with the smoke right now.
Something.
Just a little bit. Making my eyes tear up.
I don't
So
think he cooking nothing right now, is he? Don't look like he cooking nothing.
he might be. Well, otherwise something
I don't know.
my eye was okay. Just
I don't know. Could be because you got married in '99. But you was born in 1801 or something. I mean, god damn, you got married in '99. Okay. All right, but go on.
Nah. So let's talk about a journey that we touched on last time.
What journey that was?
I think you might. Well, you already said. You said a few minutes ago. Hey y'all, she tried me. She said the reason why I wanted her on our show is because she gay. Nah.
Listen, y'all don't fall for stuff y'all ain't here for y'allself. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about that. 'Cause, people can come and tell you a lot of stuff, but just don't fall for it. That's not cute. That's not cute.
Well,
it's not very becoming.
I am an ally. But also with that, I'm one of those ones that I'm gonna ask some questions that someone who may not be an ally, who just nosy as fuck, who want to get in your business, they might want to know these things. So that's why I ask.
Go ahead, ask away. I got answers. I got answers.
So when we first met, we were talking about. Oh no. When we came up here last time, one of your ex
What, boyfriends
boyfriends was up here, right? And
high school, let's be clear.
Well, according to you graduated last year.
No, I did. I said 98. I said 98. 98.
Just a little while ago.
98. I know I wasn't getting married in 98 or 99. I know that. I do know that part. I know that much.
You got that right.
So, but no, yeah, that's the next boyfriend of mine from high school.
He spoke highly of you.
John I. Leonard, I think it was.
He definitely spoke highly of you.
Why not? I ain't did nothing to nobody.
That bodes well to your character.
I appreciate that.
Because most exes, they be like, man, fuck that motherfucker. I can't stand him.
I might have one or two that be like, it might be like, fuck her, fuck her. But as far as men exes, no. I don't have no men exes that'll say fuck her and this and that. No. Now the women, they They're a little different. They got too much attitude, too many things going on in their head. I think the little birdie be telling them to say stupid shit. So, but they had to be true with themselves. They be true to themselves,
Right.
then they shouldn't have nothing bad to say about me either. But it depends. Depends on who you ask. Definitely depends on who you ask.
You say if we brought the right person in here?
Probably.
But also that goes down to impression.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people can't take the truth.
Maybe. I don't know. I've never I don't double back. So I really wouldn't know what they had to say about me.
Right.
Hopefully they have good things to say about me. If they don't, then hey, I pray for them at the end of the day. And keep it pushing. But I got nothing but nice things to say about anybody I've ever dated.
I like that.
Now, whether that's true or not, it's a different story. But I'm still gonna be like, hey, you dated? Yeah, she was a nice girl. Yes, sir. I'm gonna let you make your own, your own perception or decision about who that person is or what she like.
Right.
Know? But other than that, they was real nice person, real nice people. Yes, Lord. Yes. Church say amen.
Amen. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I don't know.
So let's say, for example, right? Last time we were talking about as far as when you were coming into your own and coming into your new journey. Mm-hmm. Well, new to me. Mm-hmm. But of course,
it was new to me too when I came into it.
Yeah, that's true. So as far as coming out and, going to that certain place where you said, you know what, this is where I need to be. Mm-hmm. And this is the person who I truly am. Mm-hmm. And you elaborate on being free. Mm-hmm. So can you kind of explain that to us?
Well, I say free because growing up, we had the, again, I wasn't raised by my mom or my biological mom mm-hmm. or dad. We were raised by my grandmother, my aunt, and my uncle. Mm-hmm. So growing up, we seen man and woman in the house, not men and men or women and women. That's the way we were raised.
Right.
So that's kind of sort of how we, live by. That's what we live by. So, coming up, of course, you're gonna look for you a man. I mean, me, a man. Yeah. You a woman.
Yeah.
That's what I'm accustomed to.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I just felt like when I became into the LGBT community, I felt more free to do what I wanted to do because my parents didn't know the logistics of what it was to be gay. So if I showed them A, then that's what they knew to be gay. If I showed them B, that's what they knew to be gay. But see, they know the book and the Bible on a woman and a man. But they don't know the book and the Bible on a woman and a woman and a man and a man. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I felt free. And that's what being in the LGBT community is supposed to be. You're supposed to be free. That's why I don't label myself, because I feel like I'm putting myself a closure on myself if I label myself.
Yeah, because we talked about that word stud. Mm-hmm. And we talked about, as far as, hey, I know what you are. You're a stud. And kind of elaborate as well on when you hear that statement, when you hear somebody calling you that.
Well, I don't take offense to it. I don't take offense to anything that people say, because a lot of people are ignorant of the LGBT community. And I ain't saying there's a book or Bible or directions or rules on how to be gay. I feel like a lot of us in this community stereotype the different genres in this community.
Yeah.
Like, the stud, soft stud, butch,
Femme.
dyke, femme. I just feel like it's just so many different names, and where did they come from? So I'm not gonna call myself something that I don't even know where it originated from. I call myself Cici because I made that name up. I call myself Carletta because that's my government name. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know where it came from. So I'm not gonna sit and call myself no stud, soft stud, butch, dyke. I'm not doing that, because who made those names up? Where they came from? I ain't never seen no gay Bible or no gay direction book or whatever the case may be. So when I looked into this community, all you see is free.
Yeah.
So that's who I became, free. And I still am to this day, free. I am standing in my own truth, So I'm not going to label myself. And that's why I don't label myself. I mean, if somebody come up to me and say, oh, you a stutter, this and that, I mean, it's up to me to correct them, right?
Right.
So at the end of the day, my name's Cici. How you doing? But as far as like stud or soft stud and all that, because I think in this community, I would be considered either a stud or a soft stud, depending on what I have on that day.
Right.
So, but no, I don't label myself.
So speaking of what you had on that day, your wedding, let's talk about that.
What about it?
You decided to do what as far as going down the aisle and the way that you presented yourself?
I think sometimes we live by what they expect us to look like. And if anybody know me, I don't live by what people expect me to look like or dress how people expect me to look. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So going down the aisle, I needed anybody in the audience, anybody that attended the wedding, to know that she was marrying another woman and not a man. I didn't want to be, because sometimes, studs and butch dykes, whatever they want to call themselves, they can be, you can go to the store, because it's happened to me before, they say, oh, sir.
Yeah.
And see, I didn't want that. So I put on some stilettos and had my chest out. I wanted them to know she was
dating. Them things were thinking.
Yeah. I needed them to know, what's under here is a whole woman. Now
so
when they turn the lights off,
don't get it twisted.
Yeah. But when they turn the lights off now, I turn into some attachments.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying? So, but sometimes you got to leave it home in the drawer.
Hey,
it is what it is at the end of the day. So, but yeah, that was my whole rhyme and reason for doing that. I got a lot of backlash from the LGBT community too.
Yeah.
For dressing the way I dressed at my wedding. And
what did they expect? What did they expect?
The typical, men's suit with the men's shoes, stuff like that. The typical dress.
Right.
Code. But it didn't matter to me, because if I had to do it again, I'd do it all over again. The same way. Maybe put a little tweak on it or something. You just don't know when it comes to me.
Right.
I just don't know. So I'm unpredictable. That's why my name say unrehearsed. I don't rehearse anything I say. Just come out.
And that kind of leans back into you being free. Were you always that way?
No.
Okay. I kind of had the feeling.
No. I was more, going to school and stuff. I went to school of performing arts. I went to John I. And in school, I really wasn't that it girl, in the crowds and all that type of stuff. I just didn't want to be that girl that the dudes talk about in a negative format. Mm-hmm. So, I kind of strayed away from that. I had one boyfriend in high school, and I think that took me throughout the high school, so I didn't change. So I think it was the guy you seen, that when I was coming into high school, I dated him. Going out of high school, I dated another guy. So my relationships last long, I guess, but being in high school and middle school, you kind of you don't really have relationships and be like friends to your parents or whatever.
Yes.
But yeah, I didn't fluctuate like that. So, and I made it my business not to even break my virginity till I graduated from high school.
Yeah.
So I just didn't want to be a statistic.
You got that right.
So.
Shout out to those that waited.
Shout out to those that got married in 99. I was just playing.
Hey, you ain't lying. Shout out to Doubletree Hotel. Up in Palm Beach Gardens. Y'all did this right. Y'all did this right. Uh, so let's even in high school, were you attracted to women in high school?
No, never even looked that way.
Dang.
Never even looked that way. I didn't even have female friends, like a lot of female friends in high school. Like,
yeah.
I was really, I mean, I can't even tell you if I had a best friend in high school.
Wow. Okay.
So, I mean, like I said, the situation that happened, because, when I was married to my ex-husband, the situation that happened was kind of like a boom, and that thing like once you go black, you never go back.
Yes.
Once you have a woman with your pussy and she ain't right, you never go back. I ain't been back. I ain't been back. I just stayed there.
So you had this epiphany, but it wasn't just like, okay, I'm gonna have somebody eat my pussy and we
she
there.
had asked several times. The chick had asked several times, but again, it like I told you before, she wouldn't have been able to come into my marriage if we weren't going through, things in the marriage,
Right.
So we had lack of communication, not to put him out there or make him look like a bad person, but again, it was because my ex-husband, he's a good dude, and it just wasn't it. Just wasn't it. So she caught me at the right time, on the right day, and I was ready. And she was ready. So we just did the damn thing. And shit, I ain't been back since. That was in, that was 2008, I think, 2008, 2009, 2008, something like that. Yep.
So what, she just tapped you on the shoulder and say,
no,
hey,
I told
come
you
on.
I had been going by because I was a supervisor and I had to go to different sites.
Uh-huh.
So I had been going by on one site, and she just, I don't know, she was very intriguing. Like, she had these bow legs, and that shit was sexy to me for some reason. Like, I was just like, damn. So
So was it a feeling that you initially thought?
No, not at all. Well, when she asked,
Yeah.
I started thinking about it.
Okay.
When she asked the first time, I started thinking about it. Because again, like I said, we weren't really, vibing like that at home. So I kind of was like, vulnerable. I'm not making excuses for my actions at all.
Right.
But, because I did what I did and I knew what I was doing,
Right.
But that vulnerability is a motherfucker though, So right day, right time, and it is what it is. Just, I ain't been back. Just don't cross on over. like I was in a fraternity or something. Fraternity or sorority. I crossed over and came back.
So no feelings came back
For
men
when?
after.
Of course, after, because all of that was new to me.
All right.
But as far as now.
Oh no, I'm just saying
Now,
as far
no.
as the progression.
In that transition, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course, because that's all I knew.
Right.
So you go into something that's different and something that's like, oh, well, all right, but I mean that's saying about, and I put it like this: if it's done right,
Right.
that's saying about only a woman know how to eat a woman pussy.
Yeah.
That's a very, very true saying. If it's done right.
Were you hesitant?
At first, that's why I told you it was like the third time she had asked me that.
No, I ain't talking about that.
What?
When it was your turn.
I was.
Okay.
I was, because I'm OCD, so clean. So women, come get him. He plays too much. I'm just saying. Call a spade a spade. Yeah, a couple. They had to find somebody else to do that a couple times. I wasn't doing it. I wasn't doing it.
Oh man.
I wasn't doing it.
Welcome to my world.
I wasn't doing it. Shit, that goes for sucking dick too. I wasn't doing that either. I wasn't doing that either. How you got all these people looking at us? Like we crazy. Look.
But I do see that Raptor shirt on there. Shout out to you.
Yeah. FAMU. They
Yes.
And strike again. Yeah, I with the fam.
I didn't know you with the fam. Mm-hmm. See? Mm-hmm.
That's why I did this.
Yeah. I was there 91, 96.
There you go with them 90s.
Oh, I forgot. Okay,
I was still in school.
That's right.
I told you I graduated in 98.
That's
now
right.
Stop playing.
Right. That's right.
You
Was Pattyfoot still there when you was there? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, I feel better.
Yeah, it was still there. It ran down, but it's still there. They still hold on. Still people. They still was renting the rooms out and everything in Pattyfoot. Yeah.
Did they have the
Pattyfoot? Your financial aid didn't go through. You had to wait a few weeks for your financial aid to post.
I was at Sampson.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with Sampson too.
And did they have the center across the street? Mm-hmm. They had that when you was there? Mm-hmm. Wow. You are.
They just I'm not even sure. Did they change it? I haven't been in that campus in so long.
So my son just graduated from Florida State. So whenever I go up there and visit him, like
I was at FAMU when Peter Ward was there. Peter Ward was at Florida State.
Yeah.
That's when I was at FAMU.
Yeah. So for me, I only go over there when I go and visit him.
Yeah.
Because when I left Tallahassee, I moved to Orlando.
Okay.
So the Classic was in Orlando. I didn't have to go to homecoming there like that because it was people was coming.
Right,
I'd be see the same people the same week. So that made it easier for me.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm. Now, so back to our spicy conversation.
I'm just saying, they did. I couldn't.
I would tell people I'm a fan of baths.
Yeah, cause see,
We gonna bathe before.
Yes.
We gonna bathe after.
Yes, goodness.
We gonna bathe.
It was a minute before I could bring myself to actually do it because women give off a lot of oil, juices, and stuff like that throughout the day.
Right.
And some of them have smells and stuff. And
said no.
Yeah, no,
not me.
No.
No.
I done made a girl leave my house for that. I don't need, That's just, you took a bath and you still stink. No, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. So it took me a minute. It took me a minute because I had to wrap my mind around it.
Right.
And you have to. That same thing with sucking dick. Like, shit, my ex-husband tell you, shit, he had a time me doing that shit there. Fuck, I look like putting your shit in my mouth. Balls and shit. But, yeah.
That ain't for me.
Nah, that wasn't for me either. They had to find somebody else to do that. Or either find something safe to do. Because that wasn't it.
That wasn't
it. That was not it.
I'm still trying to figure out how'd you find that many women to just, we ain't putting a number out there, but still, to just be givers.
To just be who?
Givers.
Well, again, I'm gonna tell you, I didn't fluctuate through a lot of women, but my family will tell you different because they felt like I had a different woman every damn week, but that's not true.
Right.
She might have looked different because she changed her hairstyle or something, but I wasn't with a lot of different women because once I found that one, I stuck with that one for a minute. It wasn't that going from woman to woman to woman to woman. I wasn't on that.
Right. Because I guess because I've always been somebody that's been a giver.
Yeah.
I ain't care. I ain't give a shit.
Right.
But I understand.
Right.
I sure understand. Definitely understand.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I always dated small women, and it was crazy to me because my wife she's not like a big girl, but she ain't no small girl either.
Right.
But it's like I wouldn't date a big girl, but because I felt like they had that smell, and that just goes back to me being OCD like a motherfucker.
Right.
So, but when I got with my wife, I was like, damn, this motherfucker smell better than all these motherfuckers put together. Shit.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I eat her pussy any day of the week. Any day of the week.
With
My
no
goodness.
hesitation.
What you say? I can see her walking down the street. She ain't even got to go take no bath, baby. She just like that though. Oh my goodness. Y'all need to do something with Kenn.
So, for those of in my audience that know, I usually do a show called After Hours. Mm-hmm. So this was all on Instagram. You had your little regular show in the beginning, and you know everybody just talking, and we might talk about politics and what's going on, current events. But afterwards, after 11 o'clock, when I cut them lights off,
Yeah, I need to be on one of them shows.
we talking.
Yeah, I need to be on one of them shows.
We talking.
Yeah, I need to be on one of them shows.
Yeah.
Call me.
No. Hey, you locked in now? Because I'm telling, I take questions. The last show I did, young lady, she was married. She was still a newlywed. But after 6 months into the marriage, she found out that her husband was gay.
Oh wow.
So she was devastated, absolutely devastated. But at the same time, she was not mad at him. And you have more people mad for her than she is, you know, because she still loved him and she still loves him to this day. And for her, she didn't look at it as him trying to, you know, deceive her or fool her or hey, we gonna go down this road through this journey, and I'm just gonna flip this switch on you and ruin your life.
Right.
It wasn't nothing like that, you know, because people tend to take themselves and insert themselves into other people's situations that ain't got shit to do with you.
That happens all the time.
know, and the fact that she was willing to share that was amazing. Yeah. It was absolutely amazing because we were just in there talking. I forgot what even the topic was that night, but came across the bottom. I was like, what? Jump on. Jump on. Let's talk about this. Yeah. So, you know, that's the way at which one of those episodes can go. I don't never know, you know.
'Cause you never know.
No.
You never know how it's gonna go. But I need to be on one of them shows.
Yeah. We be
I need
talking.
to be on one of those. Yeah.
I need the one of the ones that I still gotta redo. A friend of mine, she was taking us on a tour of her box. All her dildos, anal beads, all that, man. And her Wi-Fi went out.
Yeah.
I say, look at this shit here.
They call it the box.
Yes.
Cause they say the studs walk around with their book bags.
Yeah.
I don't walk around no fucking book bag. Oh, no fucking book bag. Nah. I'm a grown ass woman. I walk around no fucking book bag. Walk around with the dick in the book bag. I ain't doing that shit. I'm not doing that. I'm not walking around no book bag. I ain't never walk around no fucking book bag. You gonna come in the house and get this dick, or you gonna go on. That's it.
They say nothing else.
That's it. I got a wife and we got a sister wife now, so. So it'll be 3 of us in there now.
Hey.
Or the merrier.
Hey.
Yeah. Sometimes I just watch her and the other one. I just watch them two together. And that shit's so sexy though. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's just so sexy.
Just go off into another world. It's like.
It's amazing. It's amazing to watch.
Especially when it's in real life. People like, oh, that's the type of porn I like to watch. It's a really?
No, I make my own porn. Why not?
Well, excuse me.
Why not?
Wow.
I mean, we got a sister wife.
Wow.
My wife.
Wow.
Me. I mean, what more could you ask for in a marriage?
Wow.
What more could you ask for in a marriage? Just saying. Honestly though, honestly, what more do you need?
Yeah.
I mean, cause we don't need no dude.
Right.
You know, he handmade right there. Just put him on. You know,
Yeah.
it is what it is. You
Right.
know, go for what you know. You know, so I mean, you really don't need nothing else. So you got 3 beautiful women, and they're all enjoying each other. There's nothing else you need to do. Who could ask for anything else?
Tear.
Especially in a marriage.
Got that right.
Usually you have to, cheat and do all that
Yeah,
stuff.
all that other
step
bullshit.
outside the box and all that. I ain't got to do all that. It's right there. And the wifey approve of it, so I'm good. I'm good.
Blessed.
I'm good.
Absolutely blessed.
I'm good. Yep. They get crowded in here on Fridays, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't like going to boring places.
Right.
You know?
They get crowded in here on
And like I
Fridays.
said, it's all the support.
Yeah, that's good though.
This and even with him going out, we weren't good friends in high school. We weren't at all. I was a senior, and I was at top of the heat at that time, trying to date everybody and be Mr. Popular.
Yeah.
I wasn't, but I was probably as popular as I was gonna get. So for me, I'm the middle child. And
you had something to prove.
so people
I'm
don't.
the oldest.
Oh, so you can run shit anyway. So for me, my sister graduated in '86. So I was either Kim's little brother or Keith's big brother.
Okay.
I was never Kenneth.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why I'm like, I always have, my brother. My brother was a rapper. He cut hair. My sister was cute and popular. So those two things, I'm in the middle. It's like still to this day, I'm like, y'all got the same mom and dad? I'm like, yes, we got the same mom and daddy. I promise we got the same mom and daddy.
So it's just 3 y'all?
Just 3 of us.
Oh.
Yeah. Because people look at me like, you so dark. I know my complexion. I know these things. How your sister so light? Genetics. It's just the way it works.
That's true now.
There's nothing I can do about it.
That's true.
But they say, oh my God, you're the shy one? Are you the calm one? I'm like, yeah. My brother is 3,000.
And I'm just be trying to figure out who that is.
I could, if you seen him out anywhere, believe me, you would absolutely know. Kind of like, let's say if you watch Martin and Jerome was on there, just had all the attention and dancing and the ladies around him. That was my brother.
Who that is?
That was my brother.
And he say, I don't.
But you know what? I did ask him. He said it was another Cici.
Oh, I was going to say.
When I showed him the picture.
Yeah, I've never.
When I showed him the picture, he was like, oh,
But I know
okay,
my wife.
yeah.
I know my wife.
Yeah,
knows,
yeah.
but
I'm talking about super popular.
I ain't never.
Yeah.
It's like we didn't even came out in the same year or nothing. He's much older than I am.
Super popular.
Yeah.
So that's why when I come here, it's like, Keith. I'm like, it's Kenneth. Oh, you look just like your brother. No, my brother looks like me. And I answer the phone, I was like, hey, Keith. It's Kenneth. Boy, you sound just... No, he sound like me. I was here first. I'm going to sound like somebody when I was here first. That don't make no sense. So, let's duck into one of my favorite topics, politics. So, even though this ain't something you kind of deal with,
I don't.
I like it. So we're gonna talk about it just a little bit. Now, our governor, pussy ass, the Satan. I call him the Satan today. But he has attacked your community full force, whether it be banning drag shows, whether it be taking any type of recognition of the LGBT community out of schools. We discussed earlier about a teacher who was actually suspended. Come to find out she wasn't fired. She's suspended. She's under investigation for showing a Disney movie that has openly gay character in it. So, how would you, even you got an opinion about any of those situations that's going on with the governor?
Nah, because we're not going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We are we are at the peak of our hour right now. You know, he knocking on doors, but he ain't knocking none of them down.
Right.
You know, so he might as well get with the program because we're not going anywhere. You know, it is the thing now. You know, before, you know, when I first got into this, it wasn't as popular as it is now. You know, you got social media has taken this by storm. You got RuPaul having her own show doing drag, you know. So and it just shows you how far we've come. So we're not going anywhere. So, and you know, with him, I think, you know, ignorance is bliss.
Absolutely.
You know? So I think because people put a label on us, I feel like to know us is to understand us. And he doesn't know who we are. And at the end of the day, we're still people. So if I hadn't came up to you and told you I was gay, would you have known?
No.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying if I was
Oh, you're talking about
dressed
just in general.
woman or
Yeah.
just like, you know, the women dress or whatever with the skirt on, you would have never known. My wife, when she walks up to you,
No.
you don't have gay written on your forehead.
At
So
all.
he could be in the governor's seat right now, and his secretary could be gay and he'll never know it. So that's why I say ignorance is bliss. So
And he's definitely that.
yeah,
Just an asshole.
I always tell myself I don't waste my time on shit I can't change. I can't change
True.
because he's fucking ignorant. And you know, when he's ready to receive that knowledge, he'll receive it. But we ain't going nowhere. We here to stay. We only getting better.
You got that right.
We migrating. Yeah. We like how did they when them snakes and alligators be having babies and stuff? We multiplying and migrating. We all throughout the Everglades.
What they said at Jurassic Park, they said the dinosaur ended up having sex and making babies. They're like, that's impossible because they all females.
Yeah, we ain't going nowhere.
Nature made a way.
Yeah, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We getting better.
You got that
We
right.
getting better. We learning how to get the LGBTQ name out there better than we did before. So I think he all right. He don't bother me. 'Cause like I said, I don't stress myself out nothing I can't change.
So let's kind of get back on your businesses, and you know you had a real powerful story about becoming an adjuster, and you know can you elaborate on that for me?
Well, I'm in a white male dominated field, and I am a minority.
And come close to the microphone.
I'm in a white male dominated field, and I'm a minority, you know, and I'm gay. So, and I'm a woman.
Yeah.
So I got 3 strikes against me walking through the door.
Mm-hmm.
So with this business that I'm in, I didn't get any help. Nobody helped me. Nobody taught me how to do it. I taught myself, me and YouTube. You know, when I first got my first deployment, I went out and fell through the roof from the top to the bottom. Fractured 2 ribs, busted knee, but I kept going, you know. That made me want it more. That made me work harder. And to the point where I made my own business. So I have my own independent adjuster business that I run off of now. You know, I got something they told me that I couldn't get. I got something they wouldn't even help me with. You know, so I want, if I can get at least 10 of my people to invest in themselves, because this is a business where you have to invest in yourself first.
Right.
Because if you don't, you're not going to make it. So you're going to spit out money first, but in the long run, you'll get it back 10 times fold. You know, because your checks are not average checks. They're $10,000 and $9,000 checks. That's a every week check, not a every 2 weeks, not once a month. That's a every week check.
Wow.
sometimes bigger than that, just depending on what you do, what claim you do. So if and that's how we don't know anything about, because I damn sure know nothing about it, you know, because we're scared to step out on faith. When we're comfortable with a job, we're comfortable. We ain't going nowhere, because I was
Real
one of those
comfortable.
people. I was one of those people.
Me too.
I'm like, I ain't going nowhere. I've been doing this for a long. I ain't going nowhere.
Right.
But sometimes God moves you out of your own way, and I think that's what He did. Well, I should say, I know that's what He did for me. He moved me out of my own way. Now, I ain't saying it was a walk in the park at first, because I couldn't get jobs at first.
Right.
But once I did get jobs, I made sure they knew what my name was when I left there. And that's the only way you can make a statement, especially being in the field that I'm in, and I'm a minority, a female. Being in this field, you have to make yourself known. And I did just that. I had a friend that went to a conference in Atlanta, and he met another friend that knew me. Right?
Small world. Sounds familiar.
Well, I wouldn't even say it's a small world, because the adjusting world is so big.
Okay.
And he went, and not many people fell through the roof from the top to the bottom.
Yeah.
But me, And he said, "Oh, you know her? Yeah, I know her." It's just crazy how they met, and we knew the same people. Big as this adjusting world is, and to go to another state and meet somebody that know me, and that person know me, and I just was like, okay, that means I'm doing something right. I'm trying to make a name for myself. I'm doing something right, because a lot of them, like 7 guys I took with me to Alabama, taught them how to do the game, and got them jobs. They making $2,500 a week on a Friday, as a desk adjuster. But you had to stay up there in Alabama to do it, because it's not really many jobs down here that's gonna pay you like that. But the further north you go, they will. But it's a lot.
So do you follow disasters?
I do and I don't. I do dailies too.
Okay.
I do some daily work. But if the catastrophe is big enough, so I would only move if it's a category 4 or 5.
Okay.
Because I know I'm gonna get my money back.
Right.
But if it's like a 2 or 3, I try to do some desk work, some desk adjusting work. That'll bring in a $2,500 check every week. But to move to chase it,
right,
it's got to be a category 4 or 5. That's the only way you're gonna see your money. So
I got a friend of mine. She works for FEMA, and she got a regular job, but I think she worked for the VA. But she has it set up to the point where they know, because she works for FEMA, she's on call when a disaster hits, so she got to leave,
But see, that's what FEMA does. FEMA does disasters.
Right.
See, I don't necessarily I do them all.
Okay.
Disasters, fires, hurricanes, tornadoes, everything. I do them all.
Okay.
I don't just limit myself to just disasters. So FEMA does only disasters. You can only call FEMA like it's a category 5 or category 4. You can expect for FEMA to be there.
Right.
But yeah, FEMA don't. I don't know if FEMA do daily either, but I know for disasters they're gonna always be on site.
Mm-hmm. So is it ever a situation where you just said, "This too much for me"?
As far as my job goes,
yeah.
When I first got in it, yeah, I almost gave up.
I shouldn't say the job as a whole, but a house that you saw, people, memories, things like that.
No.
Okay.
No, but the job itself, yeah. I've almost given up a few times, because it's hard doing this job and not having any type of direction.
Yeah.
So when you're on a job and you don't have no direction, and you ask the supervisor, and these are not your normal supervisors. These are not, you don't get a training class, or you don't go to no training class.
Yes, but you know what the fuck you're doing.
You don't go to any of this shit. So it's like you get this amount of claims, and they put you in that fire. You got to know what you're fucking doing. So but yeah, it'll make you say fuck this shit. But,
quick.
Yeah. But I just had to keep praying.
Yeah.
And that was my motivation. I kept praying, and it started, they always say God may not come when you want him, but he always on time.
Every time.
And he always on time, always on time when it comes to me in this job, because he knows the times that I was ready to be like, you know what, fuck this, I'm gonna go back to this hospital and work these bad ass churn.
Oh, out of here.
Yeah, work with these bad ass churn. I got time for this shit. I'd rather work with these churn than to go through this shit here. Cause you go through it, you really do. You go through it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
That's how she feeling.
Okay.
Oh no, that shit feeling. Oh no, that's
No, it's not. That's all.
That's her. Oh, okay then.
So what y'all? I don't know if I can hear it or not, but there was a lady in here playing Tina Turner, and she was making sure that everybody else in the store made sure we heard it as well. So now, also with that, it's my last question because we're about to wrap it up.
Okay.
Because like I said, that time go by real fast. If there was just an ultimate message that you want to give to our listeners and watchers, what would that be?
Never give up. Never give up on, if you set your mind, first you just got to set your mind and tell your mind that this is what I want to do. Because that was the first thing I had to do. Tell my mind, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. Once you set your mind on that, just know that you're going to come through some obstacles that are going to make you say, I'm done. But it's up to you what you do with that, because you can call your girlfriend, you can call your boyfriend, you can call your brother, sister, but ain't nothing like calling on Jesus.
You got that right.
Because when I call on him every single time he answers, I can call my girlfriend and she gonna say what she think about it or how she feel like I should do it or whatever. But I can call everybody, because Steve Harvey once said it on one of his talk shows. He says, you can call all these people, but you still feeling that same way when you got off the phone. But when you call on Jesus, and when you get off your knees and you finish praying about it, you're going to feel a different way.
Yep.
So when you're struggling and you feel like you're going to give up on whatever it is you got to do in life, just fall down on your knees. I can't stress that enough. Fall down on your knees and start praying about it, because he's the only one that can let you know if this for you or you need to go back to your old job or whatever it is that you're doing.
Right.
He's the only one that can tell you that. Because many times I'd be like, just give me a sign, tell me if this is what I'm supposed to do, because this was not an easy road for me.
Yeah.
It was not an easy road for me. I'm just now getting into the rim of my business and getting contracts and making the money that they said I was going to make in the beginning.
Right.
And I've been doing this since 2016, 15, 16, something like that.
Wow.
That's when I got my license. But when I actually went out in the field was like 2018, 2017, 2018. So I'm just now getting into where I need to be. And that's only because I didn't have anybody to show me. I didn't have no direction, because there's a lot of things that I know now that I would have done different then. But who was going to show me? Who's going to tell me? I ain't have nobody. So when you feel like you're going to give up, just fall down on your knees. That's the only thing that got me through.
You got that right.
That's it. That and my wife.
Oof. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to wifey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So with that, y'all, we're going to wrap this up. Thanks again for tuning in to Kenn's Questions. Cici, would you like to say bye to the people?
No, I'm just kidding. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Those that's going to tune in and watch it, I appreciate y'all watching it. Again, the name of my adjusting company is 7 Adjusters. The name of my entertainment company with the DJ and the 360 booth is Better Spins Productions. And we can all be reached at 561-727-4048. And on Instagram, it's Better Spins Productions. On Instagram, it's 7 Adjusters. So just link up with me. I mean, if you want to have a conversation, I'm down for that too. So
Okay.
Hit me up. Hey, ain't nothing like information. If I can give you information and show you and lead you in the right direction, I'm gonna do that.
So there's definitely a reward for those who were able to tune in and watch until the end, because you never know what you're gonna get in the end. You know, that's where the surprises come. That's where the blessings
That's
come in.
right.
So definitely reach out to Cici.
Absolutely.
Y'all can hit me up of course at KennyCan1 on Instagram. Y'all of course KennyCan13 on YouTube where you're watching this right now. Like, comment, and subscribe. Also make sure you subscribe to Hits, Cuts, and Bruises. We're gonna get the most top notch content. And of course, the sister show, Ken's Questions. So y'all make sure y'all have a good evening. Good night.